Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now today we have here a very exciting new product from Infinix. This is their latest laptop. Now I'm not sure about you guys, but these days a lot of these phone manufacturers are just making their own kind of laptops, and Infinix is also joining the game with their latest INBook X1 series. Now bear in mind that this device here, this laptop, it comes in three specifications. You have the Pro, you have the mid-spec, and you do have the entry-level version as well. Now the Pro version comes with the top of the line i7. My version here is the mid-spec version that comes in with the i5, and last but not least, the budget version comes in with an i3. Now all devices here are running on Intel's 10th gen processor, just so you know. Alright, so my device here is retailing for RM2399, and I think it's a rather interesting price point because this device here actually has quite a lot to like about it. Now let's take a look at this laptop here. I know that it's very distracting in this kitchen right here, but I hope you can focus on this green guy right here. So this laptop here is actually a very nice design laptop. You see at the back here we have this kind of a rather interesting contrasting kind of a design here. I kind of like it as well, but most importantly, this device, this laptop here is actually a very small form factor. It is only 14 inches and you can see how portable it is because it's just that compact. So another thing about this is that it's very easy to fit in bags. If you have like very small kind of school bags, proper backpacks and all that, this will fit inside it, making it a perfect laptop for your portable kind of lifestyle. Now, one thing I do have to point out here as well is the weight of this laptop right here. This is only 1.48 kilograms, so just undercutting that 1.5 kg mark. Definitely lighter than a lot of laptops out there, and it won't cause hurt to your back if you're carrying it in your bag. One more thing that you should also take note here is that this device, when you close it, it's only 1.6 cm thick, so that makes it fairly thin as well. Now, that's just in terms of the design. You also must take note of these materials here actually. This is using anodized aluminum and it feels quite premium. Definitely feels like a lot of metal going on over here. Alright, so that's it for the laptop's design. Another thing let's talk about very quickly is actually the display that we have on the INBook X1. Now bear in mind that over here we do have a 14-inch display like I mentioned earlier on, and what I did like about this display here is that the bezels are actually very thin across the display itself, making it look very modern, very suitable with something that we use today. Another thing that I like about this display here is that you can fold it all the way down here to the back, and it actually is really flat like this, guys. Just check out how flat this display is able to go on this INBook X1. So that's what I like about the display. It also gets fairly bright. Definitely not the brightest display I've seen, but bright enough for you to do your work as well as do some light gaming if you like to do that kind of thing. So display-wise, definitely a thumbs up for me over there. Now, in terms of the power, like I mentioned earlier on, mine is the mid-range version, so it comes with the i5 10th gen Intel processor. It also comes with 8 GB of RAM on board and a very generous 512 gigs of internal memory. So I can store a lot of stuff here, especially since I do a lot of work, a lot of script writing, and I also download a lot of videos all into my laptop right here. So that's definitely a good thing as well. Now, another thing that I also want to point out is that this laptop, the INBook X1, will come with Windows 10 to boot, but I was able to update mine to the Windows 11 very easily. So everything looks super up to date and modern right now on my INBook X1 right here, and I definitely love Windows 11 very much. It just looks so much cleaner compared to the previous gen Windows 10. So Infinix is also saying that they will preload the Microsoft 365 suite of applications. That means you should get your Office, your Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, and all those apps. If you're a student or if you're a working adult, I think that will definitely be very helpful because you'll find all those productivity apps in the laptop built in. So that's just in terms of the power and running it. Obviously, I didn't do much gaming on this laptop. It's not really meant to be a gaming laptop, but it's actually a very good productivity laptop right here, and I was able to do a lot of work on this guy. Now, since we're talking about productivity, maybe I should also mention a little bit about this keyboard right here. The keyboard here itself offers decent travel. It is not very loud, it's quite quiet as well, but one thing I did hope that it came with was LED light. So this device here, the keyboard does not have any LED backlight, and I think this was quite a miss here. I definitely hope that the next gen version comes with like backlight for the keyboard, because then it would just look so much better and of course help you out in the middle of the night if you're doing work at that time. Now, in terms of the trackpad, we do have a fairly large trackpad over here as well. I wouldn't say it's the most sensitive or the most precise, but I would say that it's good enough for occasional use. I would still definitely recommend you to get a proper mouse to use together with the Infinix INBook X1 over here. Now, that's just in terms of the productivity and all that. I do understand that the Pro model might actually come with a fingerprint sensor built in. My device here does not come with that, but it will offer you better security if you are going for the Pro model. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit about the ports since we haven't actually mentioned that. Alright guys, so in terms of the ports on the left here, let's start off very quickly. We do have the power input. I also have a HDMI, a USB Type A, and 2 USB Type-C ports on the left. Now switching on to the right here, this is where you can see we do have a micro SD card slot. You also have a headphone jack, 2 more Type A ports, and this one should be the lock for the laptop itself. So quite a comprehensive list of ports there on the Infinix INBook X1 right here. Now, before we end, there's also a couple more things that I should highlight. This laptop here, it supports the in-sync function. So if you're already using an Infinix smartphone, you can actually transfer files and get it synchronized very easily with the laptop. Apart from that, the speakers here are also pretty decent. It's not the loudest, but it's fine enough if you want to do those kind of like listening to some songs and all that. It's just fine. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit about the battery life over here. Now, Infinix is promising up to 13 hours of battery life on this guy right here. But the best part here is that it does support fast charge. So it comes with this 65-watt charger in the box. And Infinix is saying that it will go from 0 to 70% in approximately 1 hour. So quite fast charging there for a laptop of this size right here. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much what I have to cover with this Infinix INBook X1. If you want to find out more details about this device, don't forget to check out the links down in the description below. I do understand that Infinix will be running a quick 11/11 campaign where this device will be dropped by another further up to 200 ringgit if I'm not mistaken. So you'll be able to get a very good price for this particular laptop right here. If you're looking for something compact, 14 inches, a very lightweight as well with a good build quality, and of course, don't forget that display that is able to go all the way to the back. Yeah, I think this is something that you might want to check out. Let me know what you guys think, and of course, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and I hope to see all of you guys in the next one. Stay safe, everybody. Bye!